The Honors College at USF has partnered with the Carroll Initiative for Community Health in the Dominican Republic. We go and try to take the initiative to improve the overall health of the communities that he serves throughout the Dominican. We are able to go to mobile medical clinics to have hands-on experience working with patients in a global health setting that is very different from the one that we have in the United States.
The best experience that I got out of this trip was engaging with people who are as close as family, who don't share the same language as me. It's like having family who you can always talk to, even if it's through Google Translate.
The best thing to come for me from this medical trip was it cannot be summarized. The opportunities it's presented me and the opportunity it's given me to provide for others.
Loving group of people. When we were there was a quote that somebody was saying that, Dominicans have so much love to give and not enough people to give it to. And that is just, it's such a true thing to say about Dominican people. They'll call you sister, they'll call you friend, they just welcome you with open arms and they treat you really like part of a family.
One of the biggest things I noticed with the culture is how welcoming they are. No matter where you're from, who you are, whether you speak the language or not, they're so welcoming and they're willing to take you in as their own, and within the first 1 or 2 days I felt like I was a part of their family.
It was an experience that solidified the decision for me to study global health and have a foundation of global health before I become a physician.
I actually have a lot of things that I now want to do because of the inspiring things that I saw there. Before I was going there, I was so confused and I had so many ideas and I was feeling like very overwhelmed going into the trip, and then coming out I really felt like I saw so many things and I experienced so many things where I could say, hey, I have like a real passion to interact with these specific groups of people, and because of that I want to go into public health, and because of that I want to go into medicine or things like that.
Before this trip I actually knew I wanted to go into the medical field, but I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. Dr. Carroll, that made it clear what I should do. When he started seeing me interact with the children and how I was in the clinics with the children, he made it very clear that pediatrics was my calling.
It's amazing how much you can learn when you just go back and forth with a person in the span of 10 days, because you have like a genuine urge to know what they're saying and you want to say something back and express yourself. So have like an appreciation for the language as well.
One particular experience I'll never forget is meeting this little boy, Jerry. There was a connection between the two. When it was time for me to leave and his sister came to get him, he would not let me go and he just started hysterically bawling. And I went back in December. We went back to the village and I was hoping he would remember me. The minute I stepped off of the bus, he saw me and he came running straight towards me and jumped in my arms and held on to me as if I had never left and he had known me for years.
If you're a student that's curious about what the healthcare disparities and the healthcare access gap actually looks like, you've been reading about it in all your classes, I would recommend you going on this trip.
If you're considering the Carroll Initiative trip with the USF Honors College, the best thing I can say to persuade you is that it changed my life. I now have a career goal, a passion in medicine. I now also have leadership and I have culture experience that I never had before.
So if you're considering this trip, I would say do it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that not many people get to do. Even have the slightest thought about it, don't think twice, just do it.
I can sum up this experience with one word. It would be transformative.
Powerful.
Oportunidad.
Familia.
Passion.
Life-changing.